welcome to Who's That Lady Music Show. We're all things music all the time, where we feature guest interviews, music videos, and so much more. So stick around for our feature guests.
I thank my lucky stars that God made you who you are, because you're beautiful, oh so beautiful. Your cocoa-coated skin with all that yummy melanin. You're remarkable and irresistible. You hail from royalty, and you have been through so many things in your lifetime. Although this world may hate you and will try hard to degrade you, it ain't right. But you gotta keep on shining bright. Glow, glow. My brother, you got that glow, glow, glow. My sister, you've got that glow, glow, glow. All your little babies got that glow, glow, glow. Don't let nobody dim your light. When you walk into a room, all the eyes are turned on you, turned on you. They can't help but stare, 'cause your magic fills the air. Your hair grows towards the sun. You are not like anyone, not like anyone. This world is made of vultures trying to rob you of your culture. It ain't right, it ain't right. But you gotta keep shining your light. Glow, glow. My brother, you got that glow, glow, glow. My sister, you've got that glow, glow, glow. All your little babies got that glow, glow, glow. Don't let nobody dim your light. Black boy joy, black girl magic. 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 Joy from royalty. Black boy joy, black girl magic. From royalty. Joy, black girl magic. From royalty. My brother, you got that glow. My sister, you've got that glow. From royalty. Little babies got that. Don't let nobody dim your light.
Peace, everyone, and welcome to Who's That Lady Music Show. I am so excited and delighted with me to introduce to the audience this wonderful, talented, multi everything. We're going to get into the multi other stuff, but right now we're going to get into the music part of it. Welcome aboard, Marshella Muzic. Welcome. How are you?
Thank you. I'm doing so well. And how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. We had that snowstorm last week. I thought we would never make it out, but now the weather is very schizo. It's sunny, and I'm like, okay, is it going to be snow again, or is it going to stay this way?
Yeah, I heard it was bad. Oh,
yeah, it's bad all over. It's bad all over. So, but other than that, we're all warm and fuzzy inside. So I'm so delighted that you're here with us to talk about a little bit more of your music and what you're doing now, and sharing with us your projects. And so right now, let's get started to the first question. Your musical journey. When and where did you get started singing?
So I started, singing in church. My father is a pastor. So was raised, singing in the children's choir. And then, you get a little older, they start making you do solos and you're like, ah. But I always had stage fright. Like I was always afraid to do my Easter speech, all that. But I just kind of got bit with the bug. Like in my preteen years, I wanted to do music all the time. And I had been playing the flute, from like the 4th grade. I played all the way up to the end of high school, almost majored in flute in college, but didn't end up going that route. But music has always been in my family, and, just always been a part of, just us hanging out and, worship and all that. So I started pretty early, singing in groups. I sung in a choral group in college where we traveled around and performed. And then I had some girl groups in the 90s, like I'm aging myself, but had some girl groups. Used to do the acapella thing. So yeah, I've always sung, but just recently I got into, like all these years later, I got into writing and doing my own original stuff. I never did that before. I would do it for myself, but not do it for anyone else to hear.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So as a singer and songwriter, what inspires you the most?
Oh, just life, good stuff in life, bad stuff in life. I believe that everything happens for a reason, whether it's good or bad, it's something you can learn from. I always say there's a blessing in every lesson. That's like my thing. So I feel like, just life like inspires me and kind of, creates all those different scenarios that you put in songs, whether it's about something personal that happened to me or I'm talking to a friend and it's their story.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Now get into the life aspect. I love your new album, Moodz.
Thank you.
Moodz with the Z, not with the S. Moodz. Now tell us a little bit more about the concept behind your latest album.
I was lost, but now I'm found. Life has been made new. It's all because of you. No more cloudy days, just lovely skies of blue. My life has been made new. It's all because of you. No more cloudy days, just lovely skies of blue. I find myself counting my days till I see you again. Sometimes I squeeze my pillow tight just so I can pretend that you're with me, feeling me, whispering my name. This week was fun, glad that you came. Now the sun is shining brightly on my skin, and I see my body healed and my spirit that's within. And I have a love so real that helps me persevere. And I know this love is true, 'cause I'm living my best life with you.
So my Moodz is my very first project that I put out on my own, and wrote everything on it, and just got some producers, they did the tracks, but I wrote everything and did all the background vocals. It's just kind of like a therapy thing for me, just kind of getting all these things out. And I started writing, I guess, during the pandemic. And I thought I had planned to just do an EP, maybe like 4 or 5 songs. And I just kept writing, and it was like song after song. And I looked up and I had like 25 songs. And I was like, oh, I can't put all these on a project. So I narrowed it down to like 14. Moodz was kind of inspired by, a lot of things. Some years back, I went through a bad divorce, so I have a song on there kind of about that. I went through breast cancer as well. So, you know, survivor, 2-year survivor of breast cancer. So I have a song that's kind of like my anthem, which is Best Life. And I kind of end the album with that.
That's my favorite one.
Oh, really?
Oh, I had no idea. Okay.
Yes.
To that. Okay.
Yes. It's just kind of like a thank you to God and saying, you know, I'm just grateful I'm here. And, you know, I didn't think I would be, you know. It makes me teary. Sorry.
No, that's all right. That's all right. It's a good cry. That's a good cry.
Yeah.
Very inspirational. Oh,
it always happens whenever I talk about it. You should have seen me in the studio trying to record it. Oh gosh, it was it was hard. I was like, okay, I got to get through this. I got to get through the song. But yeah. So Moodz, it kind of came about as a dare from one of my best friends who does music as well, and we always write parodies. Like on YouTube, we have like videos we do just like comedy. Take words, you know, to real songs and change them, make them funny. And so he was like, "You're so good at writing." He's like, "When are you gonna do a project on your own?" And I was like, "No, I'm scared. I don't." He was like, "You have to do it." He's like, "You've been through so much." He's like, "You know, you should not be afraid. You just need to try it." And that was kind of like, I kind of sat down and I prayed about it. And I said, "You know what? That's true. Like, you have these gifts that you've given me, God. And I'm kind of sitting on some of them. I'm, you know, out of fear." So I kind of pushed myself and said, "You know, you just got to do it." And once I started, I was just like, "Oh my God, I'm really enjoying this." And my whole idea behind the whole Moodz thing was, me and my husband, we like to take drives. We live in California, so we like to go driving down the coast, just, you know, doing nothing. And Lazy Sundaes actually is one of the first songs I wrote on there, because that's what we, on Sundays, like absolutely nothing, like get in the car, maybe drive and just look at the water, you know, nothing exciting, nothing, you know, you don't have to get dressed up. You could have your sweats on and jump in the car and go. And so I said, "Oh, you know, I want to write driving music." So that's kind of what I had in my head, something that you can put in and play from start to finish on a long drive. And you just kind of like, it's like a chill and kind of coasting kind of music, but you got some upbeat in there, and then you got some, you know, slow in there. So that was like the whole concept behind Moodz, like having some good driving, feel good music.
Oh, that's good. That sounds like pretty much you describing your sound. That
Yes.
feel good driving music. You got a little bit of that quiet storm. Lazy Sunday is definitely a quiet storm bop right there. So
Yes.
love
Yes.
it. And speaking of which, one of your other videos, Skate.
Yes.
What's the message behind that song that you want to capture to your audience?
So Skate, I grew up, 70s, 80s. And when I was younger, my dad, he was a police officer, but on the weekends, he would off duty do security at our local skating rink. So he would take me and my brother. I have a sister too, but she wasn't born yet, but he would take me and my brother with him on the weekends. So the Skate song is all about pretty much my childhood. And it was kind of like a nostalgia thing. I heard the track and it just made me go back to that time when we, on every Saturday we would go and roller skate, and it was just like, yeah, that's what we did. And, talked about my favorite little skates with the pink pom-poms. And that's really what it was. It's like a flashback to childhood and like simpler and happier times when, you did that on the weekends, and it was just like the best thing ever.
Here's a fun question.
Yes.
If you were to do a duet with your favorite artist, alive or already transitioned with the ancestors, who would that artist be? You could name up to 5 artists if you want to.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I love James Taylor. I love Karen Carpenter.
Oh, you picking songwriters.
Yeah, I love, oh my gosh, there's so many. Geez, you know what? The list is too long. Maurice White. I'd love to be one of the Jones Girls or the Emotions.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'd love to stick me in there, be like an extra member.
And it has some incredible songs coming up.
Oh man, I love angelic voices and melodies and harmonies. Like that's my thing. That's what I love, and lyrics. So
lyric songs like "You're Gonna Make Me Love Somebody Else." Who do I run to?
Who do I run
nice,
to?
Nights
over Egypt. I'm telling you, they don't sing like that anymore.
Angelic voices like yourself.
Thank you.
Once our audience hear your songs, we're going to also feature like a little mini listening session on a couple of songs that we're talking about today.
Oh, cool.
So when they hear it, they'll be like, oh, okay, all right. All right, where's my credit card?
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Yes, and that's what we do. We support wonderful independent music artists, doing it your way, not being conformed to industry standards. Oh, you got to look a certain way. You got to sound a certain way. You got to be a certain way. You got to do this type of song.
Yeah.
Always good to do it in your spirit, in your own time, and all this other stuff.
Yes, I love it.
And we're going to also talk about the other multitask talent that you have. You mentioned earlier about doing parodies. I was watching some of your parodies earlier.
Oh no!
And the one that had me cracking up is Traffic. You're always in traffic. Which one is that?
Traffic's a pain.
Traffic's a pain. You're in California. New York is just the same. You're in traffic. It was like, oh my God. And the tune is going by It Always Rains in Sunny California, the Tony song.
Yes.
And then also you have another one called Tell Me, which is the group theory.
Yes.
That never happened to me, but I knew someone that knows someone. I'm not gonna even mention her name. She said she was showing me the DMs. I'm like, oh, doesn't he know that you got a boyfriend and that's the best friend husband? I'm like, oh my God.
They don't care. They don't care. And it was inspired by those types of people. Just like they don't care. Like, no. Yeah, I was getting too many weird DMs from people and inbox, and I was just like, I'm gonna write a song about it. I'll write a song about it. Yeah, because I know I'm not the only one, you know, because I'm like, I will, and I always write back, hey, I will tell. You don't know me like that.
That's right.
I'll tell. I will screenshot and tell.
That is so funny. And there was another one you did called Stay Broke. I could relate to that one.
Oh, man. I'm telling you. Oh, stay woke, stay broke.
Stay broke. And that was so hilarious. Do you do your own makeup when you do the parodies?
Yes, I do. I do my own makeup. I did the Drake one where I was dressed as Drake. Yeah, I do. I used to be a makeup artist. So I did that. I worked for MAC Cosmetics for many years. So that's something I've always enjoyed. And I still do it on the side if people need, you know, actors need headshots and things. And, you know, my friends will call me, hey, I'm getting some new shots done, or I'm getting married. Can you do my makeup? And I'm like, yeah, sure.
That's a really nice.
Yeah. And it's still part of my creativity. So I love being able to like do a little bit of everything.
And you also done some commercial work too, like commercials and television and so on and so forth. So you're pretty much multi and all range in the entertainment field. Now, if you were to choose one and say, hey, this is what I really like doing out of all of them, which I'm pretty certain you really love doing. If you were to choose one of them, what would it be and why?
I would say music. And it's not even the performing part, because that part makes me, it's so weird, because it's like I enjoy it so much, but it's like I'm an introvert extrovert mix of the two. It makes me uncomfortable. Having attention makes me uncomfortable, but I enjoy the craft of it all. So even with acting and music, I just enjoy the work part of it. And like I say all the time, like if I got a big acting job where I was just doing voiceover and nobody knew it was me, I would be happy. So like my goal has never been to be famous or be a celebrity. It's just to be able to make a living doing creative things that I love. Like nobody has to know, you know, who I am. So yeah, but I would say music has always been my first love, but I was always fearful of putting myself out there with music. Like I feel like I'm the most nervous about music, and I don't know, I feel more vulnerable, I think, the most with music and me putting out my thoughts and things like that. But it's the thing I love the most, for sure.
That's wonderful. That is so wonderful to hear that. You know, not often a lot of people will do what they love to do rather than they do what they have to do. So
exactly,
it goes back to the term, use it or lose it. So you're definitely using it. And that's a wonderful gift to have. Now, what are other things? What is something about yourself that music lover don't know, may not know about you? But you also mentioned that you're pretty much of an introvert extrovert. Are there other things?
Yeah, I mean, just that I'm a clown. I mean, if you haven't seen my parody stuff, like I'm a big clown, you know, like, you know, I was, you know, people were always like, when I was growing up, like, you should be on Saturday Night Live, or you should be on, you know, because I've always loved comedy. And I think that's, most people don't see that. When they see me, they don't see that I'm a big nut. So I would say that's probably the biggest thing people wouldn't know, that I was writing silly parodies before I was writing serious you know, music.
Okay. Now, as far as shows, are there any plans of doing any shows, whether it's in person or virtual? Do you have anything lined up for that?
I don't have anything lined up yet, but I'm working on it. I've been talking to some people. They've been playing me a lot in the UK. I don't even know how that happened, but Yeah. So I've been talking to some people about possibly, when things kind of clear up and, maybe going over there. So that would be very cool. I'm also thinking about putting together something virtual. Just because I haven't done anything live. Like I'm not big on, which I should be. I know I'm supposed to be better about that, but like getting on Instagram Live and Facebook Live and like doing stuff. And I just haven't got to that point where I'm doing, putting out content all the time. But yeah, I would like to perform live, because I haven't performed live since before the pandemic. And that wasn't even my music that I was performing. I was like singing with different bands and things like that in LA. So yeah, it was singing covers and that kind of thing. So I have not actually been able to perform my music yet. So I'm excited.
And when you do, please share. You know me, I'm the promoting queen.
Yes, I sure will.
Share with our audience where they can find you.
So it's a one-stop shop. If you go to marshellamuzic.com, that's MUZIC, marshellamuzic.com, you can buy the album there. You can buy individual tracks. You can watch videos. You can see all about my acting, and you can hit all of my social media things. And it's all on the homepage. You can click TikTok, you can click Spotify, you can click iTunes. So everything is at marshellamuzic.com on that homepage. You can get to everything. So I didn't, it's hard. I don't let people, here's my Twitter and here's my such and such. And it's like, just go to marshellamuzic.com and it's all there.
And we will have that on the screen for everyone to see, to support, to follow you, to make comments, and to laugh and sharing your gift with us. Thank you so much, Marshella, for stopping by. You're exquisite, you're elegant in every way, and thank you also sharing with us your personal story. I mean, there are a lot of survivors out there that been through what you've been through, and you're here. And God said you got a lot of work to do here, and you're not ready to go yet. We're not letting you go.
Amen. I'm like, just keep using me, Lord. Keep using me. Yes. I appreciate you having me on here. I really enjoyed it, and seeing your beautiful face. You got that glow. See, the song's about you. When you hear it, you're gonna be like, yeah, she said it was about me. Okay.
All right. We hear it. We hear it. Who's That Lady Music Show? And once again, that's Marshella Muzic. Just go to all the streaming platform. You see it on the screen there. Please do support good music. Hashtag good music, period. Thank you so much for watching Who's That Lady Music Show. Peace.